Hey guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily. Des here. Who's ready for that Do One in City Slickers solidarity session? Of course, that's coming up straight after this episode of DOdaily at 6:30. Your chance to get involved in our weekly solidarity offering. Whilst the pandemic continues, we look to make sure we're getting out there, getting involved with each other, and getting in plenty of activity. I like to encourage that. So Tuesday is the real start of it, the real start of the group activity through DOdaily. Like I say, a chance to get involved and make the absolute most of what we're doing. And what a day for it today. As you can see, I'm outside. I think it's the first day of the year. It's genuine t-shirt and shorts weather. There's no biting breeze, there's no real dark clouds, so it's really great to be out, and it just adds to it, doesn't it? Everyone feels better with a bit of sun on the face. We always say, use it, don't lose it, make the absolute most when we can. We don't know when it's going to change, so having a really nice day today just makes me look forward to this session even more, makes me eager to get going. And whilst I'm out at the moment, just getting in, building a few steps, wandering around, getting the video done. The moment I've just snuck off for a little drink. It's that kind of day. Really looking forward to doing some activity later and really getting involved in what we do. Hopefully plenty can get involved. The more that get involved, the better. The beauty of what we do is that people can get involved wherever they are. There's no real pressure, and that's important to remember, isn't it? You can do whatever activity you choose from wherever you're from, and all we ask really is that you tag us in. We can share what you're doing. You don't have to, but it's important that we all do it together at the same time. And again, with that, with the same time, if you can't get out at 6:30, just get some Tuesday training in, get the activity levels building for the week and give it a real go. Always like to start the week strong. Yesterday's video, I was out doing a walk, managed 6 miles in the end, and really beautiful evening as well. So again, making the absolute most of the weather, making the most of the ability to sort of walk with other people, do what I enjoy with other people, and that's so important, isn't it? And this is what it's all about. Whilst yesterday I spoke on DOdaily about sort of taking time for yourself and looking after yourself and making sure we don't get consumed too much by other people. This I feel is the perfect balance for people to get involved, knowing they're part of something, but also sort of do it on their own terms, and again, it's just that sort of opportunity to be a little bit spontaneous, do something a little bit different. Lots of the guys do it every week, so they've created good habit and routine. Lots of people probably don't get it. If you don't get it, you're probably overthinking it in all reality. There's not too much to think about. People sort of cock their nose up a little bit and go, oh, what's it all about? It's just about getting out there at 6:30 and doing what we have to do, and that's the important thing, guys. All I try to do is encourage people to get involved at the same time. Stick on these yellow t-shirts, any yellow t-shirts. You never know, you might just bump into somebody and they might just be doing the same thing. It works from where we are in Nottingham. Of course, the basis of the group is here in Nottingham, so occasionally we'll see people, wave to people, and it's a great feeling. It's always fantastic to see people when you're out on a run, when you're out on a walk. It always adds that little bit something. And it's just about taking a bit of time out. I always talk about taking time for ourselves and making sure we're in a good place ourselves before we think of others. And I was just listening to something there, guy real big in the motivational speaking world, Tony Robbins, said if you can't take 10 minutes for yourself, you've not really got a life, have you? So it's important, whilst that sounds harsh, it's important to remember that we need to take that time. We need to take a few minutes, and what it can do, sort of, whilst you might be getting away from busy work, busy lives, what it can do afterwards. It can put you in a good frame of mind, more determined. One positive action leads on to another, and it can get you really driven. Increase productivity, increase relationships, improve mood, which could help with relationships and such things. So that's why it's really important. It's really important to give it a go, get out there and make the absolute most of it. And like I say, the weather just just adds something, doesn't it? When we started this at the start of lockdown this time last year, lots of people got involved because the weather had picked up, but the situation with the pandemic had kicked in, and they were really giving it a go. Over time, we've probably found it's gone a bit up and down in waves. It's just about, like I say, creating that habit, creating good routine, and realising that there's not too much to it. It's about getting out there and doing what you want to do, doing the things you enjoy, doing the things you love. But it's always better when other people are involved, or you're involved in something, and that's really, really important. Get asked all the time when the groups are reforming, and of course I'm just a little bit cautious at the moment. There's still lots to sort of consider. Having a base and working from somewhere, we've got to think of the numbers. So this is a great opportunity just to stay involved. Like I say, not think too much about it, not think it's anything more than it is, other than you enjoying activity and trying to motivate and inspire yourself first of all, but then those around you. Like I say, yesterday I spoke about sort of taking time to look after yourself and not being sort of overcome by what other people expect. And whilst I'm suggesting, encouraging participation, it's absolutely at your obligation. It's just a few words to try and get you involved, get you out, because that's important too, isn't it? I'm all for encouraging group activity, in social environments. I can't wait for that day when we can run groups again. But I also understand that the pandemic itself, and before that, there was bigger, deeper issues to address. One of the reasons I do all the things I do is because I found myself in a place which I wasn't particularly comfortable with, which I didn't really know which way to go or what I could do next. And this is kind of the groups, and then doing DOdaily and encouraging other people is just my way of sort of paying that back when people showed a bit of faith in me. And you have to try something a bit different sometimes, don't you? People often say, oh, nothing ever changes, but they don't do anything different, or nothing ever special happens to me. Well, try and do something different yourself, try and do something special yourself. People get a bit concerned with what others might say, what others might do, and think about them. So what? If you don't do anything different, you're not going to experience, first of all, new things, but you're not going to experience the highs and the lows of life. And when you've not got that, there's definitely something missing, and there's definitely something you need to keep you ticking over. If we all lived the same way every day, we'd end up sort of just slightly going down, if you know what I mean. We'd end up getting ourselves into a slump because we can't cope with that. We're creatures of emotion, we're creatures of routine and habit, and when we do the things we enjoy, we like to revisit them, we like to keep doing it. And it's been good to see over the last 12 months people really enjoying this session, getting the absolute most from it. Whether it's just getting into some kind of activity because the pandemic meant they had to do new things, or to keep that consistency going, or just to sort of pick people up when they've needed it, because we've all had our lows, haven't we? We've all experienced the tough times through this pandemic. I've spoke about I spoke about my roller coaster journey, and that's what DOdaily is all about. So I'm going to keep doing that, but all I'm trying to do there is help people understand that we all live it in the same kind of way. Whilst I don't like conformity, what we tend to do is live to it to some degree. Whilst I'm trying to get away from it as much as I can, I'm also trying to create new routines, new habits, to take us forward and make the most of. So with all the positives at the moment, there's lots of negatives out there still. We can't do too much about that. I've had to distance myself from one today, mention how many times I love football, and there's all the news of this new Super League thing. So I've had to come out the way, switch the television off, because I can easily get bogged down in it, bogged down in Twitter. That's why I've come for a walk early, sat down and had a drink, just to sort of don't get too sort of consumed by it and too irked by it and start moaning, because I really don't want to do that. I want to feel good. Like I say, the sun's out, it's the solidarity session, it's the chance to come together as a DOdaily community and enjoy all the things we do. And when we can do that, we're much better for it. So if you can, guys, get the yellow t-shirts on, get your sunglasses on, get that DOdaily playlist on, get out there, give it a real go. Post in your pictures, all the links will be at the end of the video, you know. And please comment, let us know what you're doing, let us know where you are. You know, we'd love to see people from all sorts of different and quirky places. It's building, but again, this is something we can do from anywhere. What I want to do is take this to another level, you know, create a virtual activity session every single week. This is not just something for the pandemic, it's not something that's going away. So why not get involved now? Why not be one of the pioneers, one of the trendsetters? You know, that could be that little bit of difference you need. In the coming weeks, I'm looking to sort of extend on it and give it a bit more of its own identity, create its own t-shirt and things like that. So it's just a great way to get involved, you know, and that's all I'm encouraging on a Tuesday, just some sort of participation, whether it's a 10-minute walk around the block or whether it's a 10-mile run, you know, whatever it is. Like Tony Robbins says, if you can't afford yourself 10 minutes, then there's something going wrong, isn't there? There's something not quite right. So we have to think about how we're doing that. You know, I'm lucky a lot of the time because I get to work on some of the things I really love, you know, and it's just the way it's panned out for me. But I have to work hard. I have to remember to take that time and remember where I need to focus on me. And I spoke, again, sort of alluding back to yesterday's episode, I spoke about that a lot, but this is the must-do one for me during the week, the Tuesday session, where we can remember what it's all about, where I can remember what Do Running is and how we came together in a fantastic way. So until tomorrow and the Wednesday workout, looking to do something slightly different. Like I say, feeling really positive. Can't wait to get out there and just take it all in tonight, see who's about, see who's doing what, and try and be inspired by it. So for now, guys, enjoy your activity. Like I say, post or comment below. Do you know what you're doing, where you are, how far you've done, do you know what activity you've done? Please like, share and subscribe to the video. Of course, I'm looking to build this. Do you know, I'm really sort of happy with what I'm doing, do you know, and if you can sort of get on board and understand and realise what it's all about, that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Until tomorrow and the Wednesday workout, just doing it.